Hey guys, it's Danielle the Unicorn. I hope all is well. Today I am going to be doing something different. I will be doing reviews on throwback movies, but by certain actors. So today I just wanted to talk about my top 5 movies from Will Ferrell. So hopefully y'all have already watched these movies, so I don't think I'll be spoiling anything, but I just want to tell you like how I feel about the top 5 movies of Will Ferrell. So I'm just going to jump right into it. My number 5 pick is Land of the Lost. So my number 5 for Will Ferrell movie that I like is going to be Land of the Lost. I really loved that movie. I don't know why. Maybe because it was just revolved around 3 characters. Him, like the British lady, and the other dude, Danny McBride. Yeah. So, yeah, Land of the Lost was just him being like a paleontologist or someone just like believed in time traveling and stuff like that. And I just thought that movie was hilarious. Like some scenes, it was a bit dry, but I honestly love Land of the Lost. It was really funny. The monkey in there made the movie super funny. But Will Ferrell, you know how he is. He always trying to make it seem like he's like super smart at everything, and he just he just comes off as like trying to be cool and stuff like that. But I honestly really love Land of the Lost. I have it on DVD. But yeah, I just think it's such a hilarious movie. But if you haven't watched it, Land of the Lost, it was the remake of like a show that was on TV like years ago and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was just like, it's just silly. I just love like I said, the monkey, and then I like that the dinosaur in there just like had it out for him, just like his mind was set on getting Will Ferrell, and Will Ferrell's like, he doesn't want me, and then everyone else is like, yeah, dude, like he's looking right at you in the eye, and he wants to kill you. But hilarious movie. I honestly love that film. Number 4 is Blades of Glory. Next film, number 4 for Will Ferrell, it will be Blades of Glory. It was him and the Napoleon Dynamite guy, and it was about them ice skating. They had to do male-on-male pairs for a competition because like Will Ferrell was a drunk and he just was acting like a rock star, like he was cool as always. And then Napoleon Dynamite character, he was just like a little pansy, and he was an orphan, and then his fake dad just did away with him, and so they had to pair up to compete still in ice skating. But I like this movie because like I don't watch ice skating on a regular, so when it came to this film, I enjoyed ice skating, even though it was probably like not the correct way of watching the rules of ice skating, but I still enjoyed it and stuff. And Will Ferrell is just hilarious in there too. But I had to give it a 4 because there was just like some scenes in there I didn't really care for. Like Amy Poehler and her brother or whatever, they were just doing a bit much. And then like Napoleon Dynamite love interest with the one girl from the Office. She just, I didn't really care for that love stuff with them too. But like Will Ferrell, he was just funny to me because in general, like Will Ferrell, he's not ashamed to show his body, and his body is not on point, but he still shows it off, and somehow women are attracted to it, and maybe I'm low-key attracted to it too, but it's just funny when he shows his body. And He shows his body a lot in this film. But my number 4 for Will Ferrell is Blades of Glory.
Number 3, Talladega Nights.
So, my number 3 film that I like with Will Ferrell in it is Talladega Nights. I enjoy watching that movie, only because low-key, I love fast car racing, NASCAR stuff. I don't have time to watch it on a regular. So when this movie came out, I really enjoyed watching the car racing stuff. And Will Ferrell is funny in there again. Him and John C. Reilly, they always work well with each other. Really good pair to work with one another. So it was good. I don't know. I just really like that movie. It just had me laughing all the time. And my favorite scene in there is when he, like, after his car accident or whatever, he's like in the hospital and like his friends come and visit him and they're like, dude, like, you can walk. And Will Ferrell's like, no, I can't. And he like took a knife and stabbed his leg. And like all his friends are dumb because all they had to do was pull it out, but he was over exaggerating. And then one of his friends was like, we'll take another knife and cut around the knife that's in his leg. And and then he was like, oh yeah, I can walk. But I really enjoy Talladega Nights. It's such a funny movie.
Number 2 is Step Brothers.
My number 2 for Will Ferrell is going to have to be Step Brothers. Oh gosh, that movie hands down is hilarious. Once again, it's him and John C. Reilly, and they are awesome together. There's so many funny things back to back in there. Like, you know, in the beginning, Will Ferrell was in a car with his mom and he was like, I'll drop that mother effer and stuff like that. And, you know, when him and John C. Reilly are like disagreeing with stuff, like it's just funny. And then like the crush that Will Ferrell's brother's wife had a crush on John C. Reilly, and like those scenes were funny. Like, and then the whole videotaping on the boat, on the yacht, and the dad is like, well, who's driving the yacht? And they crashed it. Like, it's just funny. Like, I could go on about this movie, but a lot of hilarious scenes. I think that whatever year that came out was probably like one of the best comedies of that year. But yeah, number 2 is Step Brothers for me.
Anchorman is my number 1 choice.
And my number 1 choice of Will Ferrell is going to have to be Anchorman. Like, I absolutely love the first one. The second one was funny, but I believe number 1, Anchorman, the first one, was hilarious. You know, I was debating to have Step Brothers or Anchorman to switch, but I guess since it was just like one person that helped make it funny in Step Brothers, that's why I put it at number 2. And then for number 1, Anchorman, he has, you know, his crew of people with him, and they're all funny individually and stuff like that. You know, you have Will Ferrell that's trying to win the attention of Christina Applegate, and it's crazy that she actually fell for him. I probably would never gave him the time of day in there. And then, you know, you have Paul Rudd, who had like the sex Black Panther perfume, but, you know, it smelled weird. And then you had the sports anchor guy. He was funny too. I liked him a lot. And then you had the other one, the one that didn't, his mind wasn't right, but he was so funny. Like, my favorite scene is when they're all standing in front of Vince Vaughn and his crew of people. And is it Colin Farrell or something like that? I think his name is Colin Farrell. And he was like, "Where did you get your clothes from? The toilet store?" And Vince Vaughn was like, "Y'all didn't even say anything. Like the one that can't even think says something to us." Like that was funny. Um, like in Anchorman 2, like another funny scene was when they met the black lady and like one of the guys was sitting behind the couch and she was like, "What is wrong with him? Like, why is he behind there?" And they were like, "'Cause you're yelling and stuff." And she's like, "What?" Like, sorry for bouncing back and forth between Anchorman 1 and Anchorman 2. But it's just like Anchorman is just funny. I loved that they had a lot of celebrities in there, especially with their fighting scenes and stuff, like Ben Stiller and Liam Neeson, and then you had like Jim Carrey and all of that. So it was for both movies. It was always good to see like different celebrities that take their time to be in these films and stuff. And it's just hilarious. Like Anchorman's hilarious. That's why I chose it to be number one. So that is my top 5 for my favorite movies with Will Ferrell in it. If you agree with me, hit the like button. If you disagree, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you for watching. Everyone have a good day or a good evening. And cheers.